Here's an update on those hardwood floors. They are about 3/4 of the way finished with the hardwood floors. Actually, more than that, because the living, most of the dining's done. As you can see, they've got to follow it through the kitchen here. Fern will have her voice be heard. Look at the master bedroom. Okay, these beautiful floors are finished. Look at this. Oh, I'm so excited for this. They're so pretty, these white oak floors. Okay, here's the fireplace insert. It's gonna be a gas fireplace. Here's the transition from the old to the new. This is looking so good. All right, so we are here at the house. The flooring guys are here and they're putting down some samples for us. These are just what they had on hand. We are probably gonna run out and grab some more samples and put down some ourselves just to kind of have a few more ideas, options to pick from. But yeah, they're sanding back there and getting those other floors ready to roll. And now let's take a look at the exterior of the house here. We had an issue with water not draining properly on the property here, so the guys came out with a skid steer and kind of graded this off so it'll flow away from the house instead of towards the house and kind of like running off up under the crawl space. So it's looking good. We should have siding done soon, which is super exciting, and then it'll kind of feel a little more put together on the outside here. All right, Jana's putting down the stain samples. We'll see how they dry. Right now, most of these are fresh. So we're kind of going for a light and bright look here. We've got the kids back here. They're trying out their kids' rooms. Ivy, what you doing, sis?
I'm bringing out all the puffs that I can tell.
Oh yeah, I bet she did.
It's gonna be all gone.
It's gonna be all wrong, I bet it is. Are you helping her eat them? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so they got all these back bedrooms sanded and they look amazing. We weren't sure if we were dealing with white oak or red oak back here, but it turns out it is white oak. So it all flows pretty seamlessly with what we put down in the rest of the house because we put white oak floors down in there too. So this is what these rooms look like. Now that they've been sanded down. They still got to get a few of the little edges here. You can see the dark stain that used to be there. But this is looking amazing. Beautiful. I almost just want to leave it just like this. But even just putting down polyurethane changes the color, kind of gives it a green hue. So we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do here. There's the boys back in their boys' room. Watching a preschool prep video.
About.
Ivy, you see them working out there? They're getting it done. They pulled down all the old soffit and fascia. They're putting up new stuff out here. They're working hard. It's gonna look so good, all white. Done. Gonna look great. Okay, Jana's putting that poly down to see how it might change the colors there. Okay, number one, this is just polyurethane. It's kind of pulling some green tones on some of these boards. Number two, this is golden oak. That side is with polyurethane, this side is without. Definitely gets darker as you put polyurethane on. This is weathered oak. Again, this side has polyurethane. So this side here looks a little more grayish, but once you get the polyurethane on there, it kind of warms it up. This is natural. With polyurethane, which is how the final product would look, this is without. This is probably the closest you can get to the natural floor color. We did half natural and half simply white. So it looks like this going on, and then when you put the polyurethane on, it makes it almost exactly like your floors would look without any stain. So it's actually kind of light and nice. It kind of softens some of those, as you can see over here. That darkens all of the variations in the grain, kind of like seeps down and darkens it. This lightens the grain. So it kind of goes down in there and makes it more white. And then this one is Fruitwood. It's very similar, I feel like, to Natural, kind of similar, maybe just a tiny bit lighter. And then the last one, this is 2 parts Golden Oak, 1 part Simply White. Such a hard decision. Fern, what do you think? Just make the call, Fern. Just put her down and let her crawl to her favorite.
Here we go.
All right, Fern, take your pick. What's it gonna be? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, is it that one?
That's what Ivy said too.
Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. Okay, bringing in touches of home. Bringing in some blacks and white, some plants. Okay, we'll just sleep on this one for a few days and come back and make a decision. Big news. They are putting up the siding. This is going to change the look of the whole place. So they're putting on this, I think it's called like hardy board, which is not a wood, but it's a wood look-alike. They're just matching the existing siding that's on this end. To pick the floor stain, we decided to go with this most natural one, which is a mixture of half Simply White and half natural. And that's what it looks like once you get the polyurethane on it. So it should look pretty much just like these floors already look, very light and natural. We're over here having a little skate day. Hi, big girl. Ivy's giving Bernie a ride. I'm going to test out some stain samples on the interior of a cabinet door so we can see what goes well with the floor stain. And I'm also going to test it out on one of our doors because we're going to have stained doors as well. So I'm going to get to testing. I'm going to try this Weathered Oak, which is this stain sample right here. This looks like it would be pretty complementary to the really light wood. And also I'm going to give this Fruitwood a try as well, because I think that goes nicely with that.
You're having a little pizza picnic. And in a minute, we're gonna go back and check on our stain samples on the cabinets and doors.
Fun. And this is not me, and I still like it. This tastes yummy.
Fun days. Best days of our lives, and we don't even know it. Things coming along, halfway done.
Okay, so here's those 2 stain samples dried on one of the cabinet door interiors. I actually did not like how the Weathered Oak turned out. It turned out way more gray than I had expected, and I ended up really liking the Fruitwood. So we're gonna go with Fruitwood on the cabinets. All right, another work day at the house here. I am gonna put some wood conditioner on this door and then stain it, and it'll end up looking like these over here. The stain color is Golden Oak. And when they're finished, they look like this door right here. So that's what I'm working on today. Siding is done here. We're having a little chicken picnic. Eat some chicken out here. The siding looks good. Okay, this is the color that our cabinets are gonna be. I went ahead and stained 4 doors just for a sample. I did that about 3 or 4 days ago. So, kind of warmer, just slightly warmer than the raw cabinet wood, which you can still see around the trim there. Anyway, I think it'll be quite nice. So I'm just sanding these down, and then I'm gonna give them some layers of some water-based polyurethane. So, get to it. All right, I've been here staining stuff for like a week and a half or something like that. My mom was here yesterday and she helped me stain both of the bathroom vanities, so that was amazing. She's been watching the kids for me a lot, she and the girls. And today I'm staining all the drawers for the laundry room and getting that wrapped up and getting a water-based polyurethane put on everything. We decided to go with a water-based polyurethane because if you use oil-based polyurethane, it will yellow over time. So we decided to go with water-based. That's looking great. The floors have been finished. So this is what we decided to go with. I don't know if you can really tell. The sliding in here is not the best, but almost a seamless blend straight back into those existing hardwoods down the hallway there. So I just absolutely love the way that these turned out. Look at this with this natural lighting in here. It's beautiful. 2 days from now, the painters are coming. So I'm trying to wrap it up, and then I'm gonna move all my stuff out and give them some space to do all the painting. We decided to go with alabaster, just kind of a classic white color. So we're gonna do that on the walls and trim. They're also going to paint the exterior of the house the same paint color. The painters are gonna come in and paint all of that white and just give the whole house a fresh coat of paint. Cabinet guys chose some pieces that have a lot of character to them. Like this drawer has some really dark tones in it. And at first I didn't really like it, but it's grown on me. I think I really like it, adds some character. And then here as well, you know, you've got just your plain face and then some with a little bit of knots, one with a big knot on it. I really do like it though. It's grown on me. At first I was like, I don't know about this. Maybe it's too rustic for me, because I want to go a little more like maybe Scandinavian, kind of clean lines and everything like that. But it's grown on me, and I actually really like the little bits of character that they've added in here. So the plan for the kitchen is we've stained all the lowers, and then here you can see behind me this upper, that one there, and that one there on both sides of the vent hood. We're going to paint those white. On the vent hood, I had a Pinterest inspiration. I found a picture of a vent hood that was just flat like this. The bottom was stained and the top was painted white. And so I really like that look. So that's what we're gonna go for. I can't wait to show you what it looks like after everything's painted. So we've got these French doors here that open up to the backyard. And we've got a plan to do kind of a deck landing right here. It's gonna be maybe like a 12 by 8. Then it's gonna have like a few steps that go down, and then we're gonna have a big like concrete pad right here that's gonna be maybe like 20 by 30 feet. And so that's gonna be really, really nice. So the property here has had some people staying in places. You can see in the shed there, somebody's pants and shoes. I think like a few summers ago, some people were like living in the shed, and so we gotta like clean it all up. So 2 more things. People kept commenting like, why on earth is your fireplace behind the door? 2 reasons. 1, that's where it originally was, and we decided not to move all the gas, plumbing, and all of that kind of stuff. Like, we just figured it was easier to leave it. Sometimes whenever you start moving things around a lot, it's just extra expenses. And so we decided to just leave that where it is, behind the door. It's not probably the most ideal place, but it works. And also we're gonna do like a gas, like fake insert thing where like it can let off heat, but it's not like wood burning, which is also why we have like no like tiles or anything in front of it. The other thing I was gonna mention is the front door. I found a really awesome inspiration picture, again on Pinterest, and the front door was painted black. I am debating doing that. I need you all to vote on this. So I'll show you the Pinterest picture, kind of compare, very similar like the 6 window pane thing up there going on. And so y'all vote, let me know in the comments, black door, yes or no. I think it might look really nice, like with this kind of Scandinavian, like everything light and bright and like really light floors and everything like that. I wonder if it might just be like a pop of like something different to have a black front door. So anyway, let me know your votes. Okay, another thing here, I stained all these doors here and I was gonna seal them, and one of my kids got a hold of a Sharpie because I did the not smart thing that moms do sometimes and left this accessible here. And so one of my little ones was like, oh, color. You can see this here, just complete circle around the whole thing and some extra little swirlies over here. You know what I'm debating? I was like, first I was a little bit frustrated, like why? But then I was like, you know what? Maybe it'll add some character. I'm seriously in my mind to just leave it and poly over top of it. And you know what? It'll be a keepsake. I mean, I could like sand the whole thing down and start all over again. Maybe I don't feel like doing that. And it's all right. This is real life, you know? Life is messy sometimes. It's not picture perfect. It's not Pinterest perfect. So you know what? The cabinet may just be a permanent part of our house decor. We'll see. I'll admit, I'm not always chill about things like that. Sometimes when it happens, I have to calm myself down and be like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna deal with this right now because it's easy to get really stressed out about things like that. But I'm trying to learn to just let things go. That is life with 4 littles, and it's not the end of the world. You know, I make messes too. I botch things up a lot in life, so the kids are gonna do it too. We just gotta extend grace to one another. So a little Sharpie on a cabinet door, is it gonna hurt anybody? It might be a nice little feature to the house. Our electricians were so kind to come by and wire 2 outlets, one there and one over there. They did that for the flooring guys to be able to come in and sand everything down. And so I have giant 40-foot extension cord that I'm hauling from one end of the house to the other to give myself light when I'm working and staining in the laundry room here. It was quite dark without the lights, so I'm so excited for this laundry room. So excited. I can hardly wait to see it all come together. Well, I'm gonna get to work on this, get this stained, and hopefully get everything knocked out before the end of the day. And tomorrow's Sunday. It's really hard to clock out sometimes because you're so into it and you're so excited and you wanna make it happen. But we've been trying to do that on Sundays, just slow down, relax, put work aside, it'll be there on Monday, and have family time together, and that's been really good. It's crazy. We're in May right now. We started this project right before Fern was born. So that was back June, July of last year. And here we are almost a year later, and we should be wrapping up right about at the 1-year mark. So any of y'all who have done a fixer-upper renovation, you know how time consuming it can be, but I think it's really special, especially when you get to do certain things yourself, like I'm staining all these cabinets. In some ways it's oh yeah, that's a lot of work, but also it's so rewarding and it's so fun to see the final product. So it's been fun to have y'all follow along with us on this renovation journey. It's definitely been slow. Any of you who have done a fixer-upper know that sometimes things just take a little longer, especially I think right now there's just so many delays with getting things in. It took forever to get the cabinets in. It took forever to get the flooring done. And now we're at the place where we're kind of in the final phase, and it's just a matter of probably a few weeks and this project should be wrapped up. So it's been fun sharing this journey with y'all, and I cannot wait to show you the final product.